Fine, I hope. I am going to go through my books like I do throughout the day. I'm going to try to have the camera on, and I do a little bit. I do a little bit in each book, and I just keep switching it up. So I'm going to start with spooky coloring, and basically what I do is I just put like 5 or 6 books at the edge of the table, and then I just basically look through and see what hits me for today and what I want to plan on doing. I'd want to put something down for the background for that. And I just actually activated this background here. I really do like this cat. I have decided to go ahead and make the cat the same color throughout the book. You have the choice to, switch them up on every page or make it the same throughout the book. And I think it'll be easier. So I have to figure out how I want to color my cat um, uniquely because it is a black cat. It doesn't have to be black. So let me see. Like on this page, I actually put some pencil and some gel pen on the cat. I need to put some white. I need my white marker, Posca pen, to kind of add some accents to that. So I could do it like that. I'm not really feeling it. So however I do this cat right here, that's how I'm going to do the cat in the rest of the pages. I do like the white cat. I do. So I could actually leave him white, which, except for the one that I did color, I could leave him white, or I could color him gray, or I could color him brown. He could be any color. Maybe I'll do him brown, because the when you color something black, I mean you have to put different layers of it, different colors, shades of black. Anyway, this is the cutest book. Jane got me addicted to this. And then also what I need to think about is the items that are in the glass jars. I definitely want to do those all the same. So I have to figure out how I'm going to do this one, and then I'll do all of the glass jars the same. So anyway, that's how I kind of think about if I'm going to do the same thing in each book. Okay, so let me find something to do right now. I already activated that. I'm going to leave that. I did find another page that kind of looks like the cat head on. Was it this one? Nope. I love that one. It was the cat sitting right in front. Well, I guess you get another flip of this book. I definitely want to do this thing. It's a gentle giant with 3 heads, 6 legs. These two are the same. So I definitely have to do that the same. I know there was a cat that was sitting just like the other one. Anyway, let me go ahead and do something else because I can't find them. So, I want to do the grass. Got a whole bunch of different grasses. I am going to use my Neocolor 2s. This one is the Neocolor 1. Put that one to the side. I was over there trying to activate my Neocolor 1s like it was Neocolor 2s accidentally. So I have some Sargents mixed in here, which are water soluble also. So I just mix them together because I started out with a 12 set of, no, a 10 set of the Neocolor 2s, and then I added to them. These are available open stock if you go to an art store. Okay, so I might not activate it right now. I might just color it. So definitely want some greens. And then this is a Neocolor. This is called a Swiss Army. Is it Swiss Army? Swiss something. It's by Caran d'Ache, but it's not wrapped in paper, but it's basically the same product. It's just not wrapped up. So while I am, I actually am taking stuff out the dishwasher. So I'm going to stop and start and do my little routine. I actually just made me a cup of coffee. And I took my medicines. I'm going to look at my calendar in a minute to see if I have any appointments that I need to make. So I've got a whole bunch of appointments this week. I mean, not this week, in the next couple of weeks. So, and I'm just going to use a bunch of different greens. That's just a, I think the Swiss colors, I think they come in 10 colors. I don't think you can get a whole lot of them. They may have 24. I don't know. But they're a lot cheaper than the Neocolor 2s. But they're made by the same company. Like I said, they just don't have paper on them. So I'm not trying to fill in everything because I want to leave space for me to put some other color greens in here. So I'm just putting a lighter green. I'm going lightest to darkest. And this one was a yellow green. This is a yellow green also. So I'm going to go with this green. What is this? This is really not a green, but we're going to put it on here. Child, I can't pronounce that. I don't even feel like practicing pronouncing it. I'm just going to put a little bit of this on here. On that one. Just to make this one a little different. Okay, so then this is just a regular green. So I'm trying to think. I think I'm gonna make another sweet potato. I made sweet potato fries last night and they were so good. It's actually better to make swirly circles with these as opposed to straight lines. At least to me, I think it is. Because the straight lines sometimes won't seem like they won't dissolve. in the with the water. Now I was thinking about something the other day. What if I use warm water? You know, because usually when you use the water for the brushes, it's room temperature water, or if you just get it out the sink, it's cold water. I was thinking about using. Come back through with this. I was thinking about using warmer water to see if that'll help dissolve this better. Can't hurt. It'd be an experiment. Okay. What green is this? This is emerald green. I know this is supposed to be sky, but I'm gonna put this in there because I don't want to. Only sky I want to do is that. And I think that was supposed to be like a mountain. I mean, not a hill. But it's not. Okay, so this is a deep green. So this is Sargent's deep green. What is that? I noticed this bug is in a lot of these pages because he is right there on the floor. I don't know if he has a name or not. What is this? I think it's an opening, and that is part of some grass. Okay. I don't know why I thought I had more greens. I just used this one. That's emerald green, yellow green. This isn't green green. Well, I used this green. I'm not worried about the colors. I don't care. And that's a rock. Ooh, this actually is working out my arm by doing my shoulder, by doing these circles and stuff. I'm telling you, my arm is hurting. I mean, not hurting bad. It's just like I can tell I'm using it. Just holding my shoulder up is working it out. Okay. I need some more greens up in here. I don't know why I thought I had just a regular green. Am I missing some colors? Huh. I guess I'll just use this one. Okay. And I know it looks crazy now, but it'll look more uniform when I activated. Now I don't smear them all together because that'll just make like one little color, but I try to like move it around with different brushes when I activate it. And I'll show you what I mean. Now I'm not an expert at this at all. This is just what I do. And it's fun making up rules as you go. Okay. And let me put some of this in here. Okay, so I'll come back to that page. Take some coffee. Okay, so that was the Neocolor 2. So now I'm moving on to some pencils, and these are the Posca pencils. This is the 36 set. They have a 48 set, of which I definitely suggest to get unless these are on sale. Because if they have 48 colors, you might as well get 48 colors. And these are by Mitsubishi. I love these pencils. Very, very colorful. I think of the pencils that are out now, I think that the Posca pencils, those are nice. And the Ohuhu pencils, those are nice. And these are not the the Derwent and the Prismacolors and the Faber-Castell, but these are nice, and they are, I guess, depends on what you consider high end or whatever. But these are, to me, budget, but a little bit higher than budget. Anyway, I get them on sale, so I try to. So these eventually will be a bigger set of them. So anyway, Mythographic, let's color a little bit in this book. Now I was working on her hair, making her hair redder, and I'm just going to focus a little bit on her hair. And I actually want her hair to look like this red right here. And I used these pencils, the red and orange colors to make that color. So that's where I'm going. Because all this is based. Base. Not based. Base. Let me stop that. So I'm just kind of following the lines that are on here, and then following the lines that are shaded, and then going in the corners. I don't know, just and then after I do all that, then I'll start flicking. But I don't try to cover it. I just try to leave the line so you can see the lines. Because I got like 4 colors, I'm sorry, to put on here. And then this is here. I was supposed to go to Ollie's last week. Then I said I was going to make Ollie's my Wednesday place. I kind of got some time today. And I need to go out and get some stuff, so I might go to Ollie's. All right, so this is enough. So then I'll keep going back through all the oranges and the reds. Until I get all the white spaces gone, and I'll just keep flicking because I want to show the lines of the hair. And then I'll come back through with a black pencil with a sharp point and add some more lines. You just have to make sure you have a nice point. Yeah, I've been listening to these stories on the on YouTube. You know, they'll go through like historical situations, and you know it's a story. You know it's not true. It might be based on some fact. And then I'll use this little burgundy, and I'll make sure it's got a point. But you know it's not true. But the voice is interesting, and the way the story is laid out is interesting. So I'll listen to those. Those kind of I find kind of interesting, but you got to take them with a grain of salt, because, like I said, all of the stories are not true. And they'll even have a little disclaimer at the end of the story, that, let you know that it's embellished. But some of the stories you can see happening. So I don't really look at TV, so I always like to try to find stuff that kind of keeps me interested, where I don't have to actually look at it, look at the monitor. And I can do other stuff at the same time. Alright, let me finish my coffee and get me something to eat real quick. Check my messages, check my calendar. See, her eyebrows. I'm going to do her eyebrows later. And then I'll come through with another color. Okay, so I'm going to try to make this an hour, because right now it's at 24 minutes. And then I'll work on this thing here, her ventilator or whatever, her spacesuit, and that, and then these things are actually fungi or seed algae things. And And do her eyes. So yeah, her skin, the fungi, this suit, the water suit. And it's easy when you break stuff down and just do a little bit at a time. But yeah, this is not going to be that color. I don't know why I put that color down, but it's at least light enough where I can change it up. All right, so that's enough of that. So yeah, so I do like the Posca pencils. I highly recommend them. Posca pencils gets a thumbs up. Okay, and then, oh, I can color a little bit on this one. This one, when I started this thing, I think I started this like last year or whatever. This part right here is watercolor, and then some of that is watercolor, but I don't know what color. I don't feel like trying to find it. So I found a pencil in the Posca set that is close to it. Now, Posca does not have names on their pencils. They do have numbers. This has number 14. And I think on the box, and see, they have that, but I think on the box it might have what the colors are, but you can download something to say what the colors. So I am just layering some colors down. I'm picking out his fur. I'm gonna make all of that this. Even though that some of that probably should be white, but we're just gonna make it all of this color. I think the red pandas are so cute. And yeah, they are on a donut. That's a donut and that's a donut. I would have never thought of that. I would have never realized what they were on. I always looked at it, but I never thought about it. I think Tara was the first person that I heard ask the question. And then when people started coloring it in, they made it a donut. Made it donuts. Now that is weird. Very creative. Now when I come back later, I will use a sharper pencil and do some flecks for the fur. I'm just mapping it out now. And okay. Now, do I want them all the same color? I think I'm going to make them different color, different shades, but all in the same family because they're all the same. But I'm just going to do this really light so I won't miss any of him. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give my arm a rest. It hurts to have it up like this. Even though I'm leaning on a table. Okay, how many minutes? 30 minutes. See, there should be some white up in there, but we're just gonna pretend like the liquid is covering it up. And do him too. Because he's under liquid, his color is going to be different when I come back through. It's going to be a little different color. Uh-oh. The washer is finished. And I have to unload the dishwasher. Put some fries. Cut a potato. Looks like I kind of missed the shape there, but that's okay. Because this whole body is supposed to be this color, but that's okay. I can fix it. Okay. So, okay, so then I could come back through later. So, this was the pasta pencils, which I like. And then back here, I was doing the black. And does this have any ink in it? Let me see. What can I blacken out? I really have to look at it a lot because I don't want to mess up the black and the white. So I'm going to just work on the leaves. I think some people might be doing this as a project book. I'm not sure. From front to back. I do know some people are doing project books from back to front, which I really like it because that's how the books really actually are laid. They lay better when you start from the back, and being right-handed, it's just seems so much easier, especially when it's a single-sided page. And this is a mythographic book, and the mythographic books are single-sided. So and this is also part part of my using up all my gel pens, because this is a gel pen. This one is a King Art gel pen. And it's a glitter gel pen. And it is very glittery. And these are affordable too. They're at, I got this little small set at Walmart for $4. I think it was only 12 of them. But you can get a whole, they have a whole collection that I think you can buy from King Art. If you all are into the full set syndrome. Okay, so alright, so that's enough. So there. Okay, so let me go do some stuff and I'll come back. And if it's gel pen, so leave it, let it dry. Don't close the book on it right away. You gotta let it dry. Okay, so this is Autumnal Wood, Enchanted Creatures, a coloring book, which is just really stinking cute. I've been using watercolor on it because I like the sound of the watercolor when it dries with this crinkly paper. So I had and I use this as a busy book also when I just have a few minutes eating my little oatmeal. I eat oatmeal every day. I put a slice of banana and usually some nuts in it. So I colored this with my new watercolors yesterday. The Meeden watercolors. Now these are really nice. The Meeden watercolor paint set. And I have the tubes. They come in the pans also. And they come in a bigger set. You can get 12. 24, 48, and I guess they go up to, I don't know, 96 or something like that. But I have the 12. And I put a little drop here, and it's dry, but you can still activate it. So, and this paper is double-sided, so I still put something through with watercolor. You just try not to use too much water. And Meeden also has some of these brushes. I bought these brushes, I guess, about 2 years ago. These are this brand. And I think they came with, I think they were 9 or 10. I really like them. These are Japanese brushes or Asian brushes. I use those with my Kuritakes. And I got some tea. The fat ones are really good for background. So, how I did this, this is really mindless. Like super mindless. And it's a great way to use up paint. I just, you know, put something on the screen and just listen while I did this. And I just went to different flowers. Ooh. That's a shame. I have to use my other arm to lift my shoulder up. But anyway, it's getting better because I used to not even be able to do that. So every day things get better. And I just pick a color and I'll just go around with the same color. Makes it go by faster. Now I know a lot of y'all don't like watercolors because I guess it's messy or something. You can use markers, water brushes. And you don't have to worry about going in the line, going out of the line. So anyway, so that's how I was doing it with the watercolor. But then you can also do it with the brushes. The water brushes. And I keep my water brushes in this coffee can. And what I do sometimes, I'll put an empty jar in front of me and then I'll go from, I'll start with a color and then I'll just keep using it up and then I'll put it in a jar and then I'll get another color and then I'll do that. Just keep moving it around. So I'll have a bunch of different colors. Put that one down or in a jar. This one is drying up. That needs to go there. I will be throwing these dried up ones away. Even though I think I might keep a couple of these brushes because you can use this for watercolor. You can use these for, yeah, just regular brushes. I like the tips on them. They're plastic and they're flexible. You can also do this with watercolor pencils. This one is dried up. And then activate them all at the same time. Yeah, so I need to order some stuff for some of the trips that I'm going on, some outfits, which I cannot wait. Okay. oatmeal. Okay, so put these back. Had enough of that. I just took all the dishes out. I just finished eating my oatmeal. Got my tea. So this took what, 15 minutes, if that much. So I'll probably have to sit down with this maybe 2 more times, and then this page will be finished. And of course you can add more stuff on there, glitter pens and all that kind of stuff. And it's dry. So next book and project before let's look at this one. Wondrous Folks. What was I doing? Oh, I was evening out the skin. Posca pencils. And I used some dried up markers to make her skin look like that. I actually like that. It's kind of alien looking. I think Christine Karen is one of my favorites portrait artists here on the YT. And y'all, did y'all know Mela Pamini? See, she has a channel on here, and I was over there, and she replied back to me. I was like, what? Johanna Basford has never replied back to me. Kirby Rosanas has never replied back to me. Yeah, Miss Mela Panini. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. I hope I am. She is so sweet. Now, she does have Flower Fantasy coming out. How many of y'all gonna get that? I have to color some more in her books. I think I said I wasn't because I'm not really much into the flowers like that. I mean, Johanna Basford wore me out with them flowers. But the more I see the flips of her book, of Mela Panini's book, I think I will get it. Because, I got 4 of hers, so you got to get got to keep her collection growing. So I think I will. But I got to color some more in the books that I have, though. That's my justification for buying additional. I have to definitely color more in the books. That's why I haven't gotten Kanuka Igusi's book yet, even though I did hear the paper is everything. I have to color some of her pages. which I was supposed to color a page. Oh, I had a buddy color. I was supposed to color one of her pages. But I feel like I want to get the bigger book. I know the paper isn't as good, but the smaller book is so small. I think I might have one. I've got three of her books. I think I might have one page that's completed, or maybe two, but not to how I like it. So I feel I have to work on a page and really like her again to want to buy her new book. But like I said, the paper, from what I heard from lots of people, is really good. And the paper gets me every time. So I'll just keep coming back through with layers. And how many minutes is this? Okay, 53 minutes. And I still have some books to go through. But yeah, so this is what I do. And I'll actually be listening to people's podcasts. Or I'll be on the phone with somebody. And then after I finish that, then I'll get off and pick up another book. And but yeah, like I said, this is the time that I really like because everybody is putting out their list of what they colored for the month of February. Okay. So that's enough of that. Then this one, Miss Chris started this one the other day, and she was working on it. I guess was it last night or night before? And I know I want his hair to be green. That So I got a load of clothes here I need to fold up. Um, what else? I need to go to the she shed to see. I need to pull out my markers, my paint markers. I didn't mean to put them in there. It's kind of cold outside and it's a little dreary, so I can't go. Jury. Let's see, I can't. That's another word I'm having issues with. I used to be able to pronounce words so well. I don't know if it's my age. Anyway, gloomy. Uh, I was gonna put some more stuff out there, but it's still cold. So, yeah. So that's enough of that. I'll have to spend some more time. I don't have any sun. This page I work on better with the windows right there. When the light comes right in, it just makes it pop. So these are the first 2 pages in the book, and that's an angel. This is a fairy. This one I can't wait to get to. I want to say Dee Dee did that one. This one I like. I think I bought this one as an upload. And then we've got some male elves. I never did this one. I did buy it. I never did it. A lot of people have done that one. That's Cleo. I love the names. A fairy bride. That's pretty. Okay, so let me pull another book out. Okay. This is 59 minutes. So let's do her hair. Do something to her hair. This one is a snail elfling. A snail elf. She's in a snail. She's a snail body with the elf. Now that's a fun kind of combination. And I was using the Posca pencils also. So I was just going into where Miss Christina already put the shading areas into the hair. Okay, the dryer is done. Oops. Where's my red? Come in and clean up the edges. Because I use my Sharpie marker to do her hair. I mean, to do the background. And the secret is to have a sharp point. Just go all around. Clean up. I'll come back and do that later. So, I have to think about what color pencil or which pencil set I'm going to use to do her skin. This is watercolor Graphiton paint in a pan. Which I think made a nice skin tone for an elf. I actually like how that skin tone looks for a base. So then I work a little bit on that, and I look at it and I think about what colors I want the flowers to be, the butterflies, this lamp, and then her body. I think I'm going to use some watercolor for her body, or either the Derwent drawing pencils. So this is an hour and 5 minutes. And I need to do something to her. I need to do this thing. I'm sick of looking at that thing right there. I need to clean that up. Is this the color? Looks like this. Yeah, I could use this to clean this up. For the background and make this look a little neater. I can't do it right now. I gotta let my arm rest. But yeah, so that's what I try to do. If I use a solid color or texture like that, I'll try to find the closest pencil to it. So when I come back in, I can clean it up. So I'll come back around. Then I still have to come back in here, and this is green. Yeah, so this Posca pencils, they've got a good selection of colors in here. For some reason though, on this paper, the Posca pencils feel like charcoal pencils because of the paper. This paper is really good paper. It might just be me, but it does. It feels kind of like charcoal pencils. Kind of scratchy. But that's good. It's not bad. So anyway, so then I'll just sit back. So like this book, I might just put this one in the kitchen or somewhere where I'm going to be at for a little bit tonight. So, alright, so I got through some of the books. And then we were talking about palettes last night. I got this one from, this book from Books A Million for $1. And it's talking about drawing mandalas, but you can find different palettes in a lot of different books. I really like these bookmarks. To see this, you can use these as palettes. Just match your colors. And this isn't a color cube book. This is just a book with different palette. Look at that. That's pretty. All of those combinations are good. These are also. So I'll find something in one of my books and I'll see something over here and I'll just swatch the pencils. And because this is my book, I can color it. I can color in the book. These are really pretty. Look at those. Now the only thing is this book is smooth. I would definitely make copies of this. This is not made for pencil. It's too shiny. The pencils will not stick unless you're really pushing down really hard. But anyway, so yeah, that's also, look at this. You can get palettes from just everywhere. The world is a palette. That's what I said last night in my live. Okay, so I'm going to add to this. I'm going to keep it going. I'm going to stop this and then I'm going to add to it. I'm going to put this video into my Clipchamp and then start another live, and I'll just add to for the rest of the books that I'm going to come and color a little bit in. I don't think I said that right. Y'all know what I mean. All right.